And welcome to Corpus Christi for state semifinal football action, 5A level. It's the Veteran Memorial Chargers out of Brownsville taking on your Rangers of Smithson Valley. The Rangers 13-1 overall, Veterans Memorial 12-2, and I'm Tony Brubaker with Brian Hill. And Brian, this is a state semifinal game. You don't get much bigger games than this. Only one.
Yeah, no doubt. Playing in December and then playing the semifinals for a chance. The winner going to play in Jerry World in Arlington, the Cowboys Stadium. A few folks here tonight. Pretty much full, sold out here. And so going to be a great atmosphere. Everything that you want if you're a fan, you're a kid growing up in high school. This is what you dream of right here for a chance to go play for the state championship.
When you look at it, what are we, 15 days past Thanksgiving and a little bit more than that until Christmas. It's kind of, you don't play football, high school football on these dates very often. Not many teams do, and that makes this very special.
Yeah, no doubt. Playing December football, it's something different. There's something different about it, the energy and the atmosphere. You know that you're still practicing when other teams aren't, and then you start getting into games like this that can propel you into the state championship and environments like this. This is what you're ready for, or this is what you dream about and what you prepare for.
The coin toss, I believe the Rangers deferred, so they'll kick off to Veterans Memorial here to start the game. Corpus Christi Buccaneers Stadium. And Clayton Amaya will handle the kickoff duty for the Rangers. We're about ready to get underway. Jenna, Sam, Fabian, your camera people tonight. Amaya's kickoff with the wind at his back sails through the end zone. A little physical touch in there as we cover the kickoff, but the Rangers will come out defensively as the Chargers will start on their own 25.
Yeah, running a version, something similar to what we've seen, very similar to Wagner, slot T / Navy option. Whatever you want to call it, they're going to try to be ball control offense, 3 or 4 yards at a time and limit the number of possessions. So it's going to be important for the Ranger offense to take advantage of the opportunities they do get and see what the Ranger defense does.
Michael Storm Montoya hands it to the fullback on first down. Montoya, a junior, 54% completion of his passes, but he also runs the ball real well. Has run for 16 touchdowns and thrown for 15. So a pretty good job. First down run by the fullback was good for 2 yards. Looks to be Alvin Trevion. And he gets it again, and right there taking his legs out is a Ranger. Dudzikowski. So we've stopped them both times for just, the first time 2 yards, this time no gain. It's 3rd and 8, and the defense, we talk about this all the time. You don't see many of these teams. We have one in our district with Wagner, and Larry Hill because he prepares for this all the time anyway because he knows he's going to see one of these teams.
Yeah, Coach Worstein and his defensive staff do a phenomenal job and work in the offseason against this, and this is what you want to do against this offense, get them in 3rd and long passing type situations.
So Montoya wants to throw. He has a man first down catch past the 35 to the 38. That's his primary receiver, Jerry Gomez, who has 24 receptions now on the season, but for 614 yards. So he averages almost 27 yards a reception.
Yeah, they don't throw a whole lot, but when they do, a lot of times it's taking a shot, trying to get a big play down the field. That time, good little scissors concept on the outside and set down just past the sticks and picked up a big first down.
So they do split receivers and have a wishbone formation behind him. Montoya pitches late, avoids one tackler. That's Gilbert Trio, a senior. Gets a couple of yards out to the 40. It's 2nd and 8 as the Ranger defense had a chance for a loss there, but held him to just 2 yards.
Yeah, very important to be playing fundamentally sound assignment football when you're on defense. If I've got the fullback, I've got to take the fullback. If I got the pitch man, I got to take the pitch man. That time, good job by all the Rangers doing their job, stopping them for a short gain.
Fake it to the fullback, hit a pitch man. That's Trio again, and he's chased down and put down. Rangers all over the field tonight.
Maynard.
Glad you can see better than I had. Jackson Maynard. Just some of the numbers he has is at a loss of 2. 97 tackles coming in, 13 for loss, 4 sacks, 5 hurries, a fumble return for a touchdown. This is a guy who plays middle linebacker for the Rangers.
Yeah, and
to have that many tackles for loss.
He's a heck of a football player. 3rd and long.
So one receiver, now 2 receivers to the near side. They want to throw. We get some pressure. We hit the quarterback. It's a big pass up. We knock it down. Intended for Gomez. 2 different Rangers were going after it. Somebody got shook up, but it is 4th down.
Yeah, we had 2 guys in position to maybe make an interception, and Gingrich and Duffy collide with each other. Duffy slow getting up, kind of limping off the field. Obviously, we hope that he's going to come back. He's a crucial part of not just this defense, but also offense as well. So hopefully he's okay. Maybe just limping a little bit, so hopefully he's okay.
So Freund comes back with Miller on punt return. Punter Max Cordoba averages about 31 yards a kick. He'll roll out, little rugby-style kick. Miller and Freund both let it go, and it'll stop right around the 26-yard line, and that's where the Rangers will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, we had 2 returners back, and they kicked it right down the middle. A little bit of miscommunication between our 2 guys. Usually we're very good at coming and attacking those and catching the ball in the air, not letting it roll out. But it landed right in the middle of us, and they got another 10 to 15 yards. But nonetheless, good stop by the Ranger defense. Offense will take over at the 26.
Miller's obviously back there with Duffy all the time, and they know how to communicate. Freund was the odd man out as he filled in quickly. They didn't communicate, but anyway, Rangers bring 2 receivers to the near sideline. Sowersby, the running back, now over 1,150 yards, 245 yards last week. He takes the first handoff, starts right, gets boggled up, not much room there. They try pushing him back quite a bit, but they get a stop, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 with no gain on 1st down. Undersized is, to say the least, what their defensive line is, but they have to be quick, and they probably move really well. We didn't block them very well on that play.
Yeah, ran a little stretch play, didn't quite get the edge, so Sowersby looked for the cutback. Good job by the pursuit from the backside. Actually a loss of 1 on the play.
Yep. Now receivers are split, both in tight. It's Freddie DeBose end around, has a couple of blockers out in front of him. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there because I saw how much room he had as he came to the near sideline. So from our 26, that one from the 25, we get all the way to their 35 on a nice gain of about 50 yards by Freddie DeBose.
Yeah, good job by JJ, the Jeremiah Jenkins left tackle, leading out in front for Freddie. Good job of being patient by Freddie, letting his blockers get out in front and playing off of it. And that's a big 1st down into Vets territory at the 35.
I said it was a 50. It's a 40-yard gain. We've got a tight end on the right, a receiver, Freddie on the right, Freund on the near side. Ryland with his first pass actually has to scramble because he's being chased. He'll get some yardage, come to the far sideline, and then gets tackled after a gain of 6 out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ryland, I know he was looking right to Freddie that time, covered well enough that he thought to pull it down. And
yeah, great decisive action there by Ryland. Step back, tried to take a shot. Love the play call, love the aggressiveness. Tried to take a shot, wasn't there, so instead of holding on to it, he immediately started scrambling and picks up a good chunk on 1st down for a 6-yard gain.
So on 2nd and 4, Ryland changes the play. Sowersby straight up the middle, now veers to the right, gets to the outside, had some room. Along the sideline, he'll go to the end zone, and that quickly, the Rangers have scored their first touchdown of the night. Sowersby another one. He's now got 18, and 4 minutes and 4 seconds into the 1st quarter, the Rangers are on the board.
Yeah, great blocking up front, great patience by Sowersby, kind of hides in there behind that big offensive line, then squirts out to the edge, uses speed, and I'll tell you what, really good blocking on the edge by wide receivers. I think that was Freddie out there that kind of finished off that corner on the block and allowed him to go all the way to the house. Great job by the Ranger offense, putting points on the board in the 1st drive.
Amaya's kick is up, and it's good. So 7-0, Rangers go up. Again, 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Oh.
5 minutes and 4 seconds. My math is still having struggles tonight. In any event, the Rangers are ahead on, a 3-play drive? No, a 4-play drive because the first play got a loss.
4-play, yeah.
4-play drive.
I'll tell you what, Amaya kicking that PAT with the wind at his back. That thing landed in the Gulf. I think it went out of the stadium. That football did. So he's enjoying kicking with that wind at his back, and he'll do another kickoff here. But again, just that's why when you win the toss, you want to defer, and you got trust in your defense. They're going to go out, even though it wasn't a 3-and-out. They got a first down, but you force a punt. Ranger offense goes out there and scores, and now you're jumping up on them, take an early lead. And that's what you want to do to one of these running, Navy option slot T type teams. You want to get them to try. Obviously, they're accustomed to it. Last week, they were down 28-7 in the fourth quarter against Corpus Christi Miller. But in general, you would love to get those running teams, get an early lead on them, and maybe get them a little bit uncomfortable.
Amaya's kickoff again with the wind. It'll sail all the way through. Some things to talk about. You talk about that Miller game and the fact that they turned it over 3 different occasions, which gave Veterans Memorial chances for short fields. The Rangers have had 14 turnovers in 14 games, plus 23 on the turnover ratio. We had only 10 all of last year as we played into the 4th week before we were eliminated. So this is a Ranger team that doesn't turn it over very much, and we take advantage of other people's mistakes as we've scored 10 times on opponents' miscues, both defensively and special teams. Here's a late pitch. Rangers cover, but then squirting out is a nice run that time by Gilbert Trio as he gets a first down run because we let him go.
Yeah, had some guys there. I mean, again, he's a good, talented back. We had some guys there, but, he ran through some arm tackles, was able to pick up a first down there. But, we had guys there. It's not like he was wide open out there and, we're in trouble, we're not doing our assignments and stuff like that. Good to see Duffy back on the field at corner.
Yes, he is. We give it to the fullback. Trevion has a nice run. They'll give him 7 yards up to the 47. It'll be second down and 3. That time the fullback had some room. He shook up. He's limping on his way out. And Maddox Bond, a freshman fullback, is now in for them. Alvin Trevion, 1,467 yards from the fullback position this season. So Bond, the new fullback. Same formation, motion coming this way. A late pitch, we're there. Maynard and about 8 of his teammates. Dudzikowski, the first one there. No gain, a loss of 1 actually. It'll be third down and 4.
Yeah, good rallying defense there. Actually lost about half a yard. Everybody doing their job. Someone takes the dive, someone takes the quarterback, and then someone's on the pitch man, and then rallying to the football once the first guy arrives. Good job by the defense. They're lining up in the eye here.
Huddle.
Yeah, they're trying to get our defense. They're going to hurry up to the line, and hopefully our defensive line can't get set.
Same formation, tight receivers. They give a pitch. We're there, and we stop him. Good job that time. A different running back. That's Jaden Fernandez. Not very prevalent in their stats, but he got the carry that time and actually lost about 3 yards back to the 43. It's 4th and 7.
Yeah, good recognition there. They tried to hide their formation and start out in a line and then hurry up and go. They tried to formation us into the boundary where they thought that we wouldn't have as many bodies, but good job by the defense identifying, stopping them, and actually after giving up 6 yards on first down, made them go backwards the next 2 plays.
They'll punt again, second time. We get a lot of penetration. Kicks a low line drive, fielded by Miller. It comes near sideline, finally tackled out of bounds right at midfield. So Rangers have good field position.
Again, Ranger defense, good job after giving up one initial first down, settling in. And it's crucial to get those quick stops, especially here when the wind is as prevalent as it is tonight. You want to make them punt as often as they can into that wind. That time a short kick, good job fielding it by Miller. Getting an extra 15, 20 yards, and the Rangers will have good field position near midfield.
In high school, there's no penalty for too many people in the huddle, right? You can
There
leave.
is.
There is, because they had 14 in the huddle on that punt, and then 3 ran off late.
As long as they don't break the huddle with that,
Okay.
with that many.
Ryland wants to throw. Freddie catches it. Far sideline, just inside the numbers. That's a first down carry, or first down throw and catch, pardon me. 10 yards to the 41, so Rangers get a first down on the first play.
It was a good job by Ryland. They brought double-edged pressure right in his face, and he had to kind of Aaron Rodgers that thing, drop the arm slot down and almost throw it sidearm to get it out to Freddie because it had been batted down if he'd have thrown it regular. So good job by him adjusting his arm angle. Good job by Freddie catching it, hitting the crease quick for a first down.
So now both receivers near sideline. We're on the far hash. Fake it to Sowersby. Freund on a little in route, catches. There's another first down. Hold on to it as they're not blowing their whistle very fast. They don't blow it till he's on the ground, but it's another first down to the 24.
Yeah, Freund lost his helmet. He'll have to come out for a play. Here comes Day in there for him. But, yeah, that's going to be there all night. They're daring us to throw it. They're playing a loose corner and a really high safety, and everybody else is in the box committing to the run. And so those types of throws are going to be there as often as we want them to be. We're going to have to take advantage of it to eventually start moving some guys out there, which will lighten up the box.
So two receivers to the far side on 1st and 10 from the 24. They jump across. Late handoff, Sowersby, the delay handoff we've been running. And he's got a gain up to the 19, I think. Should be a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, a little draw play there. Fake the hitch like we threw on the first play of the drive and then dumped it off. Good job by Sowersby making the first guy miss in the hole and then leaning forward and picking up a good chunk, 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Freund and DeBose, the two receivers, near sideline again. 2nd and 5 from the 19. Ryland to Sowersby, going right. They engulf him and stop him for a short gain, a couple of yard gain.
Yeah, they're loading up that box, committing a lot of resources to the run. Bring up a 3rd and long here, see if the Rangers go to the air or if they're thinking it's 4-down territory. Maybe a little short pass, catch and run, see if he can go get the first down and make it a 4th and short if he can, or let's see if they throw something past the sticks.
So 4 down linemen.
One-on-one coverage with Freddie
DeBose,
down here.
Yeah. They jump.
Free play,
and should have been picked off. Their cornerback on the play, Perez, had it in his hands, but Freddie knew he had a free play as they jumped off sides.
Yeah, Ryland knew, saw the flag, threw it up. Like to see maybe just put a little more air on it, throw a little farther, maybe let Freddie get into a jump ball situation. But again, no harm, no foul. Knows that it's a free play, so we'll pick up 5 yards. Won't be enough for a first down, but it'll make it a 3rd and 2.
Our referee's Mike Garcia. He makes the significant call of offside. You see him on the big screen here in the stadium. So 3rd and about 3. We need to get to the 19. Ball's at the 22. 3 receivers now near sideline. Sowersby goes behind. Little flip to Freund going to the far side. He's through the 10, through the 5. Tackled at the touchdown. Finally, the arms went up.
Yeah, the ref was asking the other ref, did you see him step out? He said no, so he puts his arms up in the air for a touchdown. And that was a big penalty there on the offsides. Good job by the offensive staff doing a hard count, knowing those guys are probably bringing blitz on 3rd and long. Get the free 5, and now we're the playbook's wide open on that 3rd and short. Do the little flip to Freund, and he's in there for a touchdown. Coach Hill's going to take a timeout. I think Freund, in his excitement of scoring, forgot he's the holder, but hopefully he's okay, and he just forgot, and it's not a situation. Yeah, he's coming back on the field now. I guess he was over there getting his helmet adjusted. So they had to take a timeout so that we can get our holder on the field.
Okay. So with the kick, whoa, voice change at 64. With the kick at 2:19 of the first quarter, the Rangers are up 13-0. The extra point would make it 14. Now we're back out.
Yeah, and there's 2:19 left in the first quarter. I would not be surprised if on this defensive series right here, you might see Coach Worsty and Coach Hill taking some timeouts to try to make them punt into the wind.
Again, yes.
Get that short field one more time in the first quarter. So it'll be interesting to see if we get some stops here in the first couple plays if we use those timeouts.
Amaya's extra point is up and through.
Heads up down there, guys.
14-0. The Rangers on top by 2 scores. Again, 2:19 left in the second quarter, and the Rangers will kick off for the 3rd time tonight. They had a 3-and-out on the first series. The second one a 4-and-out as they got their only first down of the first 2 series. So the Ranger defense . will be out shortly as Amaya comes with his kickoff coverage team. Several starters in that group, as we've talked about many times. Dudzikowski, Gingrich, DeHoyas, the speed racer.
Yeah. See if he gets a chance to cover if we kick it out of the back of the end zone again. And it's out of the back of the end zone.
And there it goes again. Doesn't even touch the end zone for the third time tonight, as the Ranger defense will start from their 25 and see if we can slow them down again. And as Brian made the point, with 2:19 to go, you'd use a timeout and make him punt into the wind. I can't get my weather app to come up and show anything specific about the area. Well, what's my watch say? Maybe that doesn't. It's struggling to show me anything too. So this time a fullback and one H-back. They give it to a late pitch, and there's a good rundown. Duffy knocks him out of bounds at the 32-yard line, a gain of 7. Trevion's back in at fullback. He went out. Coach comes out and tells Montoya, Storm Montoya, the play for the day, or play for the play. 2nd and 3. A little something different there with only one slot back.
Yeah, they got it out to a pitch man, and it got it all the way to our corner, so pretty good play on first down.
Everybody's in tight now. Everybody's up close to the line of scrimmage. Motion. Fullback has it. Trevion gets its first down, so their second first down of the first quarter. Not real sure why the clock has not gone very far.
Well, they ran out of bounds.
They ran out of bounds on first down. I'm sorry.
Chain stop on a first down. It's rolling now.
1st and 10 from the 38. We're under 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter. 2 first downs so far in this quarter for the Chargers. 12-2 this year. It's not like they're a bad team. That's the fullback again. Gets about 3 yards out to the 41 before the Rangers smother him. Tack down at the bottom of the pile. Spradling also in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They've reeled off a lot of wins in a row and beaten some teams in the playoffs that, according to the quote-unquote experts, they weren't supposed to win. PSG North was thought to be kind of the team out of the Valley area that was going to make a run, and they beat them in the 3rd round and then knocked off Corpus Christi Miller last week. So they're a good football team.
Montoya has it. Didn't hand it off. He's not going to get anything as the Rangers sniffed it out and brought him down. Down at that bottom of the pile is always a tough spot to be. That's Hack again.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here, clock under a minute. I would be surprised if we do stop him here, and it's not an incomplete pass. Well, I bet you we take a timeout here, make him punt one last time into the win. So we'll see how this 3rd and 7 goes.
There's about a 25-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Now under 40 for the game clock. Little different motion. Montoya wants to throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for his tight end, Nick Tovar, who has 15 catches on the season, but that stops the clock with 31 seconds, and we don't have to use a timeout, as it's 4th and 7 from their own 41.
They're talking to him over here on the sideline. I bet you the Rangers are going to be in some sort of a safe look right here. They're close to midfield. They feel like, hey, we're already down 2 scores, might as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, they do that rugby-style punt where that punter runs a little bit before he kicks it. Maybe he might have the freedom to keep running if he feels like he can pick it up.
So they hurry to the line on 4th and 7. We almost get there again. The kick fielded by Davila. He's across midfield. He's across the 40. Spun around. He's got some room. Someone chasing from behind. Can't bring him down. He's inside the 10 before he's finally clipped and knocked down. Rangers will be inside the red zone for their first play of this drive, now with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And I don't know what was more impressive, the fact that he caught the ball. That thing was knuckling into the wind, and it died on him.
And he caught it below his knees.
Had to catch it below his knees, and then the run was super impressive. Hits the crease, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, just running through arm tackles. And then he even tries a hurdle there at the end. He was sniffing that end zone. He wanted to get in the end zone, try to hurdle. But a huge play by him and a huge play by the return team, setting the Rangers up inside the 10-yard line.
So from the 9, Walker sends both receivers near side. Sowersby still the tailback, takes the handoff up the middle, bounces, jumps, gets a couple of yards before he's roughed down.
And I'll tell you what, usually down inside the red zone, and it'll be the end of the quarter here,
yes.
But down inside the red zone, you're thinking, okay, they'll load everybody in the box, but they'll have 2 guys over your wide receivers and play man if you got 2 wide receivers out there. That time, Sowersby's down on the ground right now.
Yeah,
hopefully he's okay.
Mack was the right guard that was blocking the guy that was tackling him, and they all kind of fell on him, I thought.
Back to my point, they only had 1 guy over 2 receivers out here and had 10 other guys in the box. I know you typically don't think, hey, throw a little hitch down inside the red zone because you think they're going to be pressed up. But, like I said, those quick passes are going to be there whenever we want them. And, Sowersby's on about the 10-yard line right now, still down.
He's still down.
Hopefully he's okay. Obviously he's one of our main offensive weapons, and so hopefully he's okay.
Yes, he is. So Day comes in for Baker.
And De Hoyos is going to come in at running back.
Is in at running back. So Spradling's going to focus more on defense tonight.
Yeah,
just because it's one of those games where you need everybody.
Well, and De Hoyos, as he's proven, is just as explosive. He's come in towards the end of ball games late, and he's reeled off a couple long runs. So he is by no means, a huge drop-off by any stretch of the imagination.
453 yards as the 3rd tailback.
Yep.
So he's got some ability. 3 receivers now, Day, Dubose, and Freund to the near sideline.
I got 2 over 3 here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a catch and throw.
Freund comes in motion. We flip it to him, going far side into the end zone. Cole Freund, his 2nd running touchdown of the night.
Same play we scored on the 2nd touchdown. Trips motion and get everybody loaded over there, and then bring Freund on the fly sweep. And technically that's a touchdown reception because we flip it forward to him. So that's his 2nd reception touchdown of the night. Ryland's got 2 passing touchdowns on the night, and the Rangers go up with first play of the 2nd quarter, go up hopefully 21-0 here.
Amaya on for the extra point with Freud doing the holding. That one's up against the wind, straight through, but still seemed to go a long, long way. 11:55 in the 2nd quarter, and the Rangers are up 21-0 over Brownsville Veterans Memorial, the Chargers. Talk about some of the things they've done this year. They opened up with a loss against San Benito, then they beat St. Joseph, and then Port Isabel, and then Far San Juan Alamo got them 31-21. So it was the rematch in the 3rd round of the playoffs where they beat Far San Juan 45-28. So a 17-point win means they solved something.
Yeah, they and I watched a little bit of that game. I was on the NFHS network, and I watched a little bit of it, and it wasn't a fluky deal where PSJ just turned it over all the time and all. They got out to an early lead and they played well, and so again, this team is not accustomed to playing from behind. They did it last week, and so the Rangers don't need to take their foot off the gas by any means, and not that they would, but it's getting far from over.
Kicks off into the wind. This one's held up, fielded from the 5. Tries to come towards the middle of the field and just gets engulfed. I think that was Cannon Day, one of the first to hit him. As the Rangers stop them inside the 15 again, they'll spot it at the 14, and that's where they'll start 1st and 10. Their 4th drive of the first half.
Yeah, and De Hoyos runs down there and takes out that lead blocker and runs through, makes the running back or the returner go side to side. And when he does that, then the rest of the Rangers were there, and a big pop by Cannon Day running down and making a big tackle. And you don't really see it that often anymore. So many people fair catch and all that, get it all about 25-yard line, pinned him inside the 15, and there's going to be a penalty on top of it, half the distance to the goal. So Vets is going to start their possession at their own 7-yard line.
Rangers going with Goss and Sosa in the middle. Hack and Woods are the ends. Everybody else is normal. They try to give it to the fullback. He spun around. That was Goss who wrapped him up first. Dylan Goss.
Goss and Spradling, they're fired up right now. Anytime you can stop a fullback dive for no gain, usually they'll at least push the pile and pick up 2 or 3 yards. We stopped him for pretty much no gain there. Good rally and defense and a good job by Goss staying home and doing his assignment.
So the penalty started them at the 7. They got a yard on that one. They're at the 8. Again, the fullback, and this time is at Spradlin. No, it's Maynard that got him and put him down, then got blocked from behind on the ground. Not too happy about that.
Yeah, there's a little crease and little daylight, and Maynard closed that real quick in a hurry. Great job reading the play from his Mike linebacker position, getting over the top for a really short gain, bringing up again another 3rd and 7.
Yep.
Last 2 times they've had a 3rd and long, they've converted the first, to get that initial first down.
The initial first down, yeah.
And then we've held them since then. So see if the Rangers can get off the field on 3rd and 7 here.
One receiver, that's Gomez to the near sideline. Everybody else in the backfield. Motion. Montoya wants to throw. And it's tipped and intercepted. Davila has it. He'll be wrapped up and brought down inside the 20, but the Rangers will have a short field again with 10.5 to go in the second quarter.
And again, that's what you got to do against these offenses. They're so used to having 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 where they can stay on schedule. If you can hold in the first 2 and put them in a passing situation, not something that they're super comfortable with, in an obvious passing situation, then you can really, tee off on it, and those secondary guys can be looking for it. That time ball was just a little bit high because he had pressure in his face. Tip drill. Davila comes down with it, and the Rangers are starting inside the opponent 20-yard line for the second drive in a row.
They've got a coach out there, I think, trying to say something to the referee. No go. Both receivers, DuBose and Freund, to the near sideline. We've got a tight end to the other side along with the H-back. Walker, Sowersby, straight up the middle. He's got some push. And that's a first down. It's De Hoyos. You're right.
De Hoyos,
it is.
Yeah.
It is De Hoyos. And it's first down run for him.
Straight ahead ISO play. Good job. Good good initial push by the offensive line. De Hoyos doesn't even make contact with somebody until 4 or 5 yards, and then he pushes the pile and, picking up 10 yards on first down to get another first down to move the ball inside the 10-yard line. First and goal from the 8.
Actually an 11-yard gain, so it's first and goal from the 8. 3 receivers again over here, the system we did last time when we had Freund on the sweep to the other side. Now DuBose comes in motion.
Coach Hill's going to take a timeout. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication. Yeah. Ryland was looking out there like, Freddie, come in motion, and Freddie's like, I don't think I'm supposed to come in motion there. So instead of risking a turnover on a miscommunication, bad play, they're just going to take a timeout, make sure everybody's on the same page.
So Rangers up 21-zip, 9:55 to go, second quarter. Just as a little heads up, we brought some freshman JV kind of guys and brought them on the trip, that they might get some playing time in the second half of this one. Offensive line, let's give you their names again because we have a chance. Jeremiah Jenkins is the left tackle. He's a senior. Reese Anderson, a senior at left guard. Gavin Garcia, a senior at center. Will Mack, a senior at right guard. And Bryce Peterson, a senior at right tackle.
And those guys have been phenomenal all year. No need to do anything fancy, no razzle-dazzle or anything like that. Just, hand the ball off. And
you say, what about next year? Well, 3 of the backups are seniors too.
We got some guys coming.
So now DuBose comes in motion. We fake the flip. De Hoyos up the middle, has some push, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Rangers. Their 4th of the early going here in the first half. We've played 30 minutes, and it's 27-0 Rangers.
Yeah, last 2 times we've scored, we've gotten that trips formation, brought a fly sweep motion, and pitched it to Freund for a touchdown. That time come out in the same formation. Bring Freddie in motion. He draws a lot of attention, and we don't hand it to him, and we run stretch back the other way. A lot of guys chasing the motion, and De Hoyos gets in there on a good cutback to get him on the board. Rangers go up 28-0.
Amaya. Extra point is up and good. It's 28-0. We haven't really talked about it, but there is a huge contingent from the Valley up here at this game.
Yeah. They travel well.
They have filled the entire home side of the stands. They've got 2 sets of bleachers in the end zone to our left where they have filled those up. There are people standing everywhere that they can to watch this game of their team from Brownsville.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the Valley, and you got to give them credit for it.
A lot of credit.
Is, and I guarantee you a lot of the people sitting in their side cheering for Brownsville aren't from Brownsville, and they don't have, they're not vet-specific people.
Right.
But the Valley comes out to support other Valley schools when a team makes it this far. They feel like, hey, they represent the entire Valley. And so it looks like they brought pretty much the entire Valley with them here for this game, and it was – there was a long line to get in the gate starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. When our crew got here starting set up, there was already hundreds of people waiting. So credit to them. And they're loud, and they've been very supportive, even though it's not going their way so far. They're still cheering for every little thing, and they're still very supportive.
So the wind's blowing so much, Miller will come and hold for Amaya's 5th kickoff of the night. This one into the wind, so you'd expect they might be able to return it. It is returned from the 10, and he breaks 1 tackle. Now gets dragged down, but he's out near the 30, so a great run back. A tough run back of about 20 yards. That's Trio, one of their running backs.
Yeah, we got a guy slow getting up. I think that's McGinnis limping off a little bit. Hopefully just got hit in the gut, knocked the wind out of him. He's walking off on his own power, so that's good to see. But, again, going back to this offense and how disciplined the Rangers defense has to be, so often the slot T based off, a lot of people call it smoke and mirrors. One guy going one way, one guy going the other. It's all assignment football, and so far the Rangers defense is sticking to their assignments and doing a great job.
Big Justin Roberts, the sophomore tackle, in on – well, I thought he was in on this play, but now I see it's 98.
Tuzikowski on the tackle there for no gain.
So it's 2nd down and 9 as the offense, their biggest, they had a 11-yard run and 1 +10 pass. They've struggled to string much together. The H-back, or the wing on the right, curled in from that side and got stopped in the middle of the line. The Rangers all over it again.
There's that guy again, Hudson Woods. They tried to run an open, looked like a toss, and then run a counter back the other way. Rangers weren't fooled. They were sticking to their keys, and Hudson Woods coming down the line from his defensive end position hits him right in the backfield for a no gain. And again, that Vets is facing that situation that we talked about earlier where they're a little uncomfortable. Passing situations, 3rd and long. Last time they tried to pass on 3rd and long, it was picked by Davila, so we'll see what they do here.
Gomez comes to the near sideline along with Trio, the tailback. They're going to throw. He's being chased is Montoya. Now he gets loose. Maynard will get him from behind, but after a 1st down, Duffy was coming up from the front, and Maynard caught him from behind. Storm Montoya gets a 1st down of his own out to the 43.
Yeah, it was good coverage downfield. We had 3 guys to cover 2, and so that's why there was nobody open, but a good job by him feeling the pressure around him and then slipping underneath the tackle and picking up a big 1st down for him. If nothing else to give their defense a little break and pick up a 1st down for him.
So 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion comes near side. Montoya wants to throw. Looking down the middle of the field. The Rangers have more defenders than they have receivers. Miller had it and then lost it when he hit the ground, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he kind of jumped backwards and laid out and had it, and I think when he hit the ground hard, made the ball come loose and maybe knocked the wind out of him, hurt his back or butt a little bit. Hopefully he's okay.
Is this field maybe especially hard because everybody who's hit the ground seems to be bothered by it?
I don't know.
It's an older turf because of the fade.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to walk the field earlier, but better than that old AstroTurf. I can tell you that.
2nd and 10. The fullback doesn't get it. Montoya keeps it, and we're all over him.
Yeah, they tried to take a shot on 1st down, do something off schedule. Their last couple drives, it's been run on 1st down, run on 2nd down, hadn't really gotten much, and being forced to throw. Then they took a shot this time on 1st down, tried for the home run ball. And, that's the risk reward that, if they do that and it's incomplete like it was, now you're definitely behind schedule. And after a Ranger stop there, now it's 3rd and 12.
So 3rd and 12 from the 41. Little motion across. Trios on the near sideline, and there's Hudson Woods, another sack.
Yeah, we had pressure.
13th of the season.
Is that good?
That's good.
Is 13 sacks good? I think that's real good. Had some pressure initially. I couldn't see whether it was Sosa or Roberts. Someone had pressure and made quarterback scramble a little bit, and there's Hudson Woods waiting for him with a big sack, and you're not going to get rid of, once Hudson's got a grasp on you, you're not getting out of that one. So a big sack for loss brings up a 4th and 20. They are punting with the wind now.
High snap, he catches it. Dudzikowski in there close. Fielded by Davila at the 27. Tries to cut up field and gets a nice return out to the 40. Well, was he down? They do blow the whistle down, as I think he was never on the ground. There is a flag, and we'll have to see what that is.
Yeah, I saw a red jersey go flying and land on his stomach. Anytime that happens, they're going to, even if they didn't see it clearly, and again, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I think we're going to get a block in the back here on the Rangers and move them back 10 yards.
So from the penalty, illegal block in the back is the call. So from the 40, they'll mark 10 yards back.
Yeah, so Ranger offense is going against the wind right now. I mean, obviously with the way they're running the ball and the cushion that that Vets is giving us in the secondary, you wouldn't expect to be taking too many shots over the top anyways. But, important to get a couple first downs here to where if you do have to punt, then you're still able to flip the field on them.
So we have noticed Duffy back on defense, but he hasn't played offense yet tonight with 6:21 to go in the second quarter. Fake. Freund catch at the 30, avoids one tackler, then gets first down yardage to the 40-yard line on a nice pass by Ryland. It's a first down.
And again, we talked about that soft cushion. I think that's going to be there as long as they want to put 8-9 guys in the box and play soft coverage 2 over 2. Those hitches and those bubbles and quick slants and stop routes are going to be there as much as we want. Now we got a condensed set, so it'll be interesting. This is usually our reverse set, or we're going to go crack a safety.
Well, they're loading up the opposite side of where we throw. DeBose catches it, avoids one tackler, first down yardage across midfield and past the 40 before he's chased out of bounds. To a nice run after a nice throw, a 22-yard reception.
Yeah, and a great job coming out of the backfield. I think that was Dornberg, maybe Baker. I think it was Dornberg. From his H-back position. That's why we condensed those receivers down, would make it a shorter throw so that our fullback out of the backfield can get out and block too. So he comes out and he kicks the corner, lays the wood on him, knocks him down, and Freddie hits the sideline.
They're going to call a timeout. 5:45 to go. Second quarter, 28-0 Rangers. By the way, Brody Day has come in for Freund.
Not trying to jinx anything by any means, but I don't think Ryland has an incompletion yet. All of these passes, like we talked about already, they're so soft. We haven't really taken many shots up the field because we haven't had to. Everything's been, a catch and release, which is good, because they're loading up the box and bringing some pressure, so you don't want to hold it forever back there anyways. But with the cushion that they're giving us, it's a lot of pitch and catch, and he's done a great job delivering those balls and easy catchable balls on the upfield shoulder so the guys can catch and run. But really efficient start by the offense here tonight, as we haven't punted and scored on every possession, looking to make it a 5th touchdown here in the first half.
5:45 to go. We're at their 38, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. DeBose comes near side. I think that is Day on the far side. So 2 receivers set, a tight end on the near side. Ryland goes up and changes the play with 20 on the play clock. De Hoyos, nice run, gang tackled.
His helmet comes off, so he'll have to come out if Soursby's not ready. So we may see, there's Spradling coming in, seeing if he were giving him a break, and might see the freshman Piegler, who's dressed tonight. Also coming on the field, Baker. So Freund is back.
Spradling will be the running back. Dornberg the fullback. 2 receivers, Freund and DeBose on the far side. Second and about 4. We'll throw it to DeBose. Good block by Freund, then a block in the back maybe.
He hit him inside.
Inside, okay, it's good. DeBose gets first down yardage inside the 25 or maybe to the 25.
And again, I know we're not trying to beat a dead horse here, but I mean, that's there anytime we want it. You know, they're playing off. It's obvious that they're respecting the athleticism and the speed of our receivers like Freddie and Duffy when he's out there and Freund. And so they're playing off and trying to keep everything in front of them. But that's probably the 7th or 8th little hitch route we've thrown, and I don't think we've gotten less than 7 or 8 anytime we've done it.
So again, both receivers to the near side. We get delay handoff. Spradling has some room, gets bumped after about 5 yards, and then gets gang tackled down. As they have done that well to our running backs, is when they tackle him, there's 5 or 6 there to get him. Spradling goes down.
DeHoyo's coming
back for Spradling. Day in for Baker. 2nd and 6 from the 21. So Day and DeBose come near sideline. The fullbacks on the right, the tight ends on the left. DeHoyos gets tripped up in the backfield, falls forward for a couple. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they brought a fire blitz from the linebacker, walked up in the B gap. That's what threw the timing off. We ended up picking it up. Good block down, good recognition. I think that was Baker or right tackle. We blocked them down, but it kind of threw our timing off with our other pullers, so we weren't able to get around there. So minimal gain here, 3rd and 5 from the 20.
Both receivers split now. A tight end both ways. Dornberg and Baker are the tight ends. Ryland wants to throw. DeBose toward the end zone. They've got coverage.
Free play again.
And it's a free play because of a flag. It's incomplete, but there will be a penalty.
Yeah, and that was better. You know, last time we did that, we got a play, and it was kind of underthrown a little bit. I thought Ryland did a good job there, putting a lot more air on it and just allowing Freddie. Those guys are playing so soft coverage. We're not going to attempt a fade against these guys unless it's a free play, just because they are bailing like crazy. But at least he gave Freddie a chance to go up and got a hand on it. Incomplete, but 5 yards and should be a
first down.
Yeah, should be a first.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 now. Josh Perez, the senior corner, was there on the play. Their other corners, Jerry Gomez, their wide receiver. Rodriguez and Pineda are the 2 safeties. Rangers come out, split receivers again. Tight ends left, fullback right. DeHoyos, the tailback, takes the handoff up the middle, gets a nice gain before he's tripped up inside the 10, falls down at the 8, a gain of 7.
Yeah, and I keep wondering, they are soft on the corners, but it is one-on-one, so, I'm just kind of waiting for Ryland to raise up, throw a 5-yard stop route and see if our receiver can make one guy miss in the corner and go score. But now that we're inside the 7, you would expect a little bit tighter coverage, and, why not keep doing what you're doing, hand it off to DeHoyos behind those big boys if you're going to get 8 yards of carry.
So 3 receivers all to the far side. DeBose in motion. We give it to DeHoyos going against the motion, and he gets a first down run inside the 5 at the 3. So a gain of 4 yards. Makes it a first down. This will be the 8th play coming up from the 3, 1st and goal. Freund and DeBose near sideline. Baker, the tight end, over here. Ryland, DeHoyos up the middle, touchdown. Clear through, hands the ball to the official, and the Rangers will celebrate for the 5th time tonight with just over 2 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, great drive. We've been explosive the first couple drives with big chunk plays, and also we've been aided by getting short fields, and so they've been quick scores. That time it was a well put together drive. what would you say, 8 or 9 plays?
8 plays.
Taking what the defense given, short throws and running the ball. Great job up front. Good drive to cap this thing off, make it 35-0 with still over 2 minutes left in the half.
Amaya's kick is up and through. 8 plays, 70 yards. Took about 6 minutes off the clock, so a good drive. Actually, that is incorrect. About 5 minutes off the clock. With 2:18 to go, we'll kick off yet again. For the 6th time, we'll kick off.
That's a good thing.
And for the 3rd time, we'll kick into the wind. Gilbert Trio has returned the others. They bring a cover guy or a return guy out, front line return late to give them 11.
Yeah, kicking against the wind. That ball hangs up for a long time, allowing the coverage team to get down there. Last 2 times we've kicked it against the wind, they fielded at the 5, but didn't make it even past the 20-yard line. See if we can do that again.
Amaya's kick into the wind, pushed toward the near side or the far sideline. Trio comes up, catches it just inside the 20. Now he breaks the tackle, gets outside, and finally spun down. I think Gingrich got some jersey or something and spun him down at the 28.
Yeah, had great initial coverage. He ran up there and saw about 5 white jerseys and said, I'm not going this way. So did a good job showing some speed and athleticism, getting it back around the outside. And Gingrich, good job of him staying home, grabbed him by the jersey and slung him down. So, again, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Again, you know, the Rangers have used 2 timeouts already. They got 1, but if there's an incompletion and it's a 3rd down situation, wouldn't be surprised to see the Rangers use a timeout, see if we can get 1 more before the half.
They've got to be thinking they need to take some time off the clock. This is the fullback, a nice run on 1st down. He gets about 3 yards before the Rangers punish him. Spradling, Dudzikowski, main guys on that one. So a gain of 3 to the 31.
Yeah, and their fullback, number 22, is that Travion?
Travion, second time he's
limping
off.
a little bit. That's the 2nd time, so it looks like an ankle maybe, but he's battling through it. He's a senior. He's only a junior, I said.
Bond was the player, the freshman, came in 1st time. Montoya keeps it, wants to pitch it late, but we've got pressure, and Dudzikowski's going to wrestle him down. Whoa, that might be something. The ball comes loose. We kind of did a wrestling throw over the back. Their fans want something called. The referee's not going to throw the flag, though. It's a loss clear back to the 27.
Yeah, their fans not liking it, but there's nothing illegal about that unless it's after the play, and the whistles had not blown yet. And so he was just pulling them back. And
that's a point we made earlier. They're not blowing whistles very quick here tonight.
Yeah, and it's really loud, so maybe didn't hear it or anything like that. But, you know, I don't think there's any malintent there from Dudzikowski. He's just trying to make a tackle and backwards. Now, it would be if
they're going to call a timeout as the play clock gets to 1, which will leave about 40 seconds on the game clock. 39, yes. So 30, well, we don't know what they'll put the clock back at.
Yeah, I bet you if it's not an incomplete pass and we stop them short, I bet you we use a timeout here. You know, maybe come after a kick and try to block one or get a good return and set us up and at least maybe try to get a field goal. That's some more points before the half. I know you're up 35-0. Do you really need? Well, I mean, it's the first half. You know, anything goes in the first half. And as you saw last week, these guys came back down, from down 28-7 in the 4th quarter. So, you know, we're trying to get as much as we can while we can. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if we get a timeout here if it's tackled inbounds short of the sticks.
So they called their 2nd timeout of the first half. And here they come. It's 3rd and about 11 from the 27. They need to get to the 38 for a 1st down. Gomez, the only receiver out wide. He's near sideline. Everybody in tight. Motion comes this way. Fake it to the fullback. Give it to Trio, the tailback. He's got a nice run, but he won't get a 1st down as he's shoved out of bounds at the 36. It'll be 4th down and 2, but that could be the last play Well, they bumped it up to a 40. I thought they had 25 on the play clock, so they're gonna. Well, no.
Yeah, Coach Hill not going to take a timeout.
No,
you got all the way within 4th and 2, so
right. They don't have to do anything. They can run the clock out.
I would be surprised if they ran another play here.
Yeah, play clock should be off. They don't have to run another play. What are they doing? Game clock at 2-1. They're going to run something late and see if they can get something out of it.
I don't know. Risk a fumble. That's kind of an odd play
it's the last play of the half. Whether it's a first down or not, it's irrelevant. I don't understand that. Head coach trying to encourage the crowd to be loud as they go into the locker room, down 35-0. Rangers lead it 35-0 as we go to the half. Rangers will get the kick, receive the kick to start the second half. Until then, here's your halftime activities. Rangers lead it 35-0 here at the half. We're back to Corpus Christi, and the Veterans Memorial fans, the people from all the different schools in the Valley, are here cheering on their Chargers. Unfortunately, the Rangers have hung 35 on them in the first half and lead 35-0 here at the half. Just about 30 seconds away from our kickoff of the second half, and the Chargers will kick off to the Rangers to start the second half here momentarily.
Rangers will receive the kick as they deferred in the first half, so Rangers will get the ball going against the wind.
They're expecting an onside kick initially, so we'll see. This is Roman Reyna, a junior. He's made 54 of 57 extra points. He just hasn't had a chance for one tonight. But they don't do that lineup thing to make it look like they're trying to fool you. They spread out. Still might onside kick. You never know. The Rangers
short approach, which is with the wind.
With the wind, this one will sail through the end zone. No return needed. Freund goes back. He's back with Day, as both Duffy. Who's been back with Duffy most?
I think it's Day and Freund, a little bit of everybody.
Day or
Freund is back there.
Yeah. So the Charger fans trying to do the wave out of the 90s.
Got to give it to them. They're still into the game. It's a good-looking wave.
It's better than it was the first time. They
kind of died out down here.
Kind of died out a little bit.
They're still into it. They're cheering on their teams, but here comes the Rangers. First and 10 from the 25.
First and 10, both receivers on the far side. Freund now in motion, comes all the way through. We snap it. A little delay handoff to the H-back, which is Freund, and he's got the sideline. One man to chase him down. That is their safety, Pareda, and he doesn't get him, and Freund's into the end zone. What is that, the third time tonight?
Yeah, it was a really beautifully set up play. Got to give credit to Jenkins again. JJ getting out there in front, lays a pancake block, and then a really good job by Day as well, blocking on the outside, and Freund had one man to miss. Great job of stemming him, not just running down the sideline, made a miss, and 75-yard touchdown to start, and I don't think Freund's down in two-hand touch there, so that's a testament to the blocking and the scheme.
That was a handoff, not a pass,
correct,
right?
Yeah, that was a reverse.
Amaya's extra point is up, and it's good. It's 42-0, all of 15 seconds into the second half. Goodness.
That was fast.
So Rangers will come out and kick off after a one-play drive. Cole Freund for the third time tonight.
Some score updates. Who Smithson Valley would play in the next round. The winner of Aledo and Forney. Aledo is up 22-0 right now, just before halftime there, and Another score last time I checked. I think it's halftime in Waco Stadium. Other fellow Comal ISD school, Davenport. I think they're just down 1 point. I think it's 21-20 at halftime.
Yes.
With those guys. So they're in a tight ball game over there. Wish them luck.
By the way, Freund with 2 touchdown receptions is up to 7. That is his first touchdown run of the season. And Amaya's kickoff into the wind, high, knocked down, fielded by Trio at the 10. Coverage is there. He doesn't, well, he might get to the 20 because he got rid of 3 of them. Kind of spun away from them and then would be marked down. Someone's down for them. Now gets up.
There's
a couple of guys.
2 guys.
Yeah. Like something on the lower extremities bothering that young man. They'll spot him at the, will it be at the 20? Yep, at the 20, where they'll go 1st and 10 after Ranger trainers are out there. Here comes their medical personnel, along with their head coach out there. Finally up. Looks like he'll have to get some help to get off the field.
Yeah, walking a little gingerly, not putting a whole lot of weight on it. Hopefully he's okay.
Looks like their tight end.
Looks like 88, Nick Tovar.
Yeah, Tovar, the tight end, who's been targeted a couple of times unsuccessfully in the passing game. We've got some different bodies out there coming out.
Yeah, 42-0. You want to come out at the start the half hot and get used to coming out of halftime and all that type of stuff. Ranger offense had the ones in there. Went out, scored in the first play, got most of the starters here on defense. And so I would imagine, if we're able to stop them here, we might start seeing some other guys roll in and try to get out of here as healthy as we can. We saw Sowersby go out in the first half. Hopefully he's okay. Haven't seen him back in. But
Maynard out there made the call already. Now the defense has to adjust. A little motion coming near side. Fullback has it. Squirts out of a couple of tacklers.
That's a fumble.
Ball came loose, but they're going to spot him down at the 26.
Yeah, and that's that fullback Travion again. He's down again. This is his 3rd time he's going to come limping off the field. So credit to him for wanting to fight and get back in the game, but he's obviously struggling with an ankle or something like that. He's limped off a couple times now. But
this is the 3rd time he's come off, and yet he keeps coming back. Gets help from his quarterback Montoya as the play clock has not yet started as they're tending to him. Quarterback still talking to the offensive coordinator. And now another player talking to the offensive coordinator. Number 8, not on any of their charts.
I think that's 9.
Arrows, you think it's 9?
Yeah.
Sergio Sosa. So he's a backup quarterback. Montoya hands it off. Sosa, the fullback, gets about 4 yards to the 29, 3 yards to the 29. It's 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and again, I know it's 42-0 now, and the game's kind of in hand, but that's what their offense wants to be in, is those 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2s, picking up 3 or 4 yards. They've gotten off schedule a number of times, mainly due to the Ranger defense, but this is the type of situation that they would like to have lived in a lot in the first half of the 3rd and 1.
Yes. Motion. Montoya keeps it, squirts around the right edge, and I think he's got a 1st down up to the 31 before he's brought down. Dudzikowski among those in on the tackle. Woods down in the pile. Finds himself kind of loosening up.
Yeah, and a big 1st down just for kind of the psyche of Brownsville vets after giving up a 75-yard touchdown on the first play. Last thing you want to do is go out there 3 and out and, get the ball right back to a hot Ranger offense. So big 1st down there for them.
And now on this play, not much there. Rangers stop Trio.
And again, just good assignment defense. You got someone for the fullback dive, makes the quarterback pull it, and we got somebody for the quarterback to make him pitch it. And then we got 2 guys there for the option player and rallying to the football and again getting him off schedule. Loss of 4 or 5 is definitely not what you want on 1st down if you're the offense, and bringing up a 2nd and 14.
Sosa in at wide receiver on 2nd down and 15. You got a receiver either way. Now Trio in motion, gets a pitch. Far side, Dudzikowski chasing. Davila there as well. They bring him down after a short gain. Goss was around it.
Yeah, it looked like a little false key. They blocked to the left and then tossed it out to the right. Similar to what we talked about the last couple games, using our own discipline against us, trying to get us to flow the other way. But it was a really good job by Davila running the alley from his safety position and limiting him to a short gain. And again, in that uncomfortable down and distance for a slot T Navy option type team, 3rd and long. We got a 3rd and 11 here.
So their backup quarterback is in there. Bunch of different positions. Now he's at one of the H-backs on the left edge. Montoya wants to throw, and he's sacked by about 6 different Rangers in the backfield.
Hudson Woods, Sosa had multiple guys in there. I think it was initially Hudson Woods wraps him up around the legs, and then Sosa finishes him off. So, again, much like the first half, after initial first down by the offense, it kind of stalls out and goes backwards a little bit and force a punt here, and the Rangers should, again, have really good field position for their offense if this ball's caught in the air and returned a little bit, probably in plus territory.
Before the game, talked about a lot of the things the players talked about in the Express News story. High, almost a block. Fair catch, I think, waved. Then a fumble. It's on the ground and downed. That's Miller. Did a nice job of staying with it.
Yeah, Gingrich was close to blocking that thing. So.
Really close.
Looks like we're going to start rolling some guys in. I see a lot of guys in that huddle. Might start seeing some different guys. Maybe a mixture a little bit. Some starters, some backup guys before we go wholesale here. Looks like we got the starting O-line coming back out there, but it looks like we're going to have the freshman, Caleb Piegler, dotting the I there at the running back position. So. Excited to see this young man. He's electric just as a freshman. We'll be calling his name a lot in the near future.
So Walker fakes the handoff, throws it to the edge. It's a new receiver, Camacho, on for the Rangers.
Yeah,
catch for a first down.
Good little rhythm throw there by, we've been talking about all night. Those corners are playing so soft. The stop routes, the hitch routes, the bubble routes, all that's there. You know, as much as we want it, and that time just a nice rhythm throw by Ryland. Ball's on time, hits Camacho right in the chest as he turns around, and then a good move to the sideline, make the corner miss, and go pick up a first down by Camacho.
They called a timeout.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to rally the troops right now. I think he's kind of talking to these guys saying, hey, you know, fight till the very end. You owe it to the seniors, that type of deal, because I didn't see any miscommunication or a guy hurt, and there's not more guys coming in right now. He's got those guys gathered around him, and I think he's telling them right now, you're playing for pride. Look how many people are in the bleachers that are here to support you. So let's go out there and give some effort. So I'm guessing that timeout was more based off of effort, making sure his guys finish the ball game, even though it's, you know, what is seemingly an insurmountable lead here to come back from. And now we're going to roll some guys in there. Got the full backup offensive line. We got...
by the way, that was the 5th catch of the year for Camacho.
Carvajal in at quarterback. Piegler at running back. We'll try to call out some names here as we go.
Days on the near side. The freshman's at quarterback. That's Piegler, the freshman, at running back, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as they were all over him.
Yeah, excuse me, that is not Carvajal at running back. I saw 16, but he's still in there at tight end. That is the freshman quarterback as well, Ty
Knutson.
Yeah, so we got a freshman quarterback and a freshman running back in there, and you know what a deal for those guys getting to play in a state semifinal game as a freshman. It'd be a great experience for those guys.
Camacho and Day are the receivers.
I'll throw the hitch down here to him.
Knutson waits for the snap on 2nd and 10. They bring a blitz. He wants to throw. It's Day on the edge with a blocker in front of him. Goes through a couple of tackles and gets a nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards to the 41. It'll be 3rd and about 4, maybe 3 for the Rangers, maybe even 2.
First pass completion
for the freshman.
And like we said, what a deal. First completion as a varsity football player, as a freshman in the state semifinal game.
So, I mean, is this an opportunity to give him an example, maybe to be the quarterback next year with
Yeah, well,
Ryland as a senior?
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the program that are they're going to compete for it. I'm sure he'll certainly be in the mix, but could be a number of guys.
Piegler up the middle, first down yardage to the 30. Well, 39's a first down, and that's where they're going to spot him, and it'll be a first down, they say.
Good first down, third down run there to pick up a first by the other freshman, Piegler. And
Caleb Piegler had 11 carries coming into the game. He's had 2 so far tonight. That one a good one for a first down. It's at their 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake it to Piegler. Knutson wants to throw, has some pressure, avoids it, now scrambles and gets out of bounds inside the 35. Good heads-up play to make a quick decision.
Yeah, I think that was a miscommunication bust from the beginning. There was a little bit of confusion in the huddle. A lot of people looking at each other, and then, Knutson comes out, fakes the handoff, and rolls out, and it looked like neither wide receiver was really running a route there. And so good awareness by him of not just heaving one up and scrambling and making something out of nothing and picking up 6 yards there, but
we've got some backups on the offensive line as well. So Knutson takes the snap. Piegler runs straight ahead, gets a good run, gets close to another first down. I think they're going to call it another first down at the 29.
A good methodical drive here, picking up some first downs, taking some time off the clock. Yep, getting some guys some reps. Trying to see what all numbers we got in there. O-line, give those guys a shout out. I think I see Trajan Falk in there.
Yeah.
Center, we got Parker Miller.
Yeah. Knutson has Carvajal go ahead of him. Now Piegler coming right, cuts it back inside, keeps his head down and keeps pushing forward. Finally gets downed after a gain of about 5, and an active 5-yard run for sure.
Yeah, good cut back there, lowering his shoulder and carrying some people with him. And he's a big old strong kid for just being a freshman.
So just think of the running back room next year. Spradling, Sowersby will be seniors. De Hoyos will be a senior. Piegler will be a sophomore, and others obviously.
Yeah, and we got a lot of those guys coming back, and so it'll be exciting to see our rushing attack for a number of years to come.
Knutson wants to throw. Quick out route. That is Camacho. He's got first down yardage and then gets pushed back by the Perez, the cornerback. But they'll mark him for a first down, and Rangers will be inside the 20, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and a good rhythm throw there. No hesitation, no hitch on his after his drop back. Throws it on time with confidence. And I'll tell you what, for a freshman, he's already a big, strong kid. He's probably 6'1", 6'2", and that ball exploded out of his hands. He can spin it, and so
he threw it to the outside
on
of the
time,
receiver.
outside shoulder.
So the defensive back would have to go through him to get to it, even though he wasn't close. So we break the huddle. We'll go under 4 minutes to play on this one. Everybody's set. Knutson has to snap it, and the play clock ran out. We do a flip.
Jackson Tillery.
Jackson Tillery, the senior fullback, takes the run out of bounds. I didn't see a flag, but the play clock was at 0 before he snapped it. In any event, it wasn't. Tillery gets a nice run of about 6.
The Freund and Bafidis play there, kind of just lined up at the fullback in the backfield and kind of flip it to him. Good job blocking up front by those guys, and good job getting the edge by Tillery, and picks up a good gain on first down.
So Knutson engineering a drive. A good drive. Piegler up the middle. Bounces off a tackler. Keeps a stiff arm, and now angles towards the end zone. Maybe a face mask.
Face mask, yep.
As the ball's inside the 5 as he goes out of bounds. Good job by the freshman. He doesn't look like a freshman, I'll tell you that right now.
No, he's one of those guys, if you're down the field pregame and you just look at a bunch of guys and look at the whole team and say pick out a freshman, he's not one that you're going to point to.
Right.
He definitely is built, powerful-looking guy, and you see it right there. He ran through. There was a linebacker that met him at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He ran him over, spun out of it, picked up a first down, and you're going to have a face mask to add on a little bit more.
That's a 1-yard penalty. It was at the 2, and now it goes to the 1. Knutson comes back from the sideline with the play from the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. We'll say Pigler, which way, right or left?
Right down the middle, maybe.
Right down the middle. Angles down the middle to the right a little bit, and he's in the end zone. I think that's his first touchdown of the year.
I think so.
Didn't have a carry for a touchdown. His previous high was 22 yards long, and this time it is a touchdown for Caleb Pigler.
And just really a good drive altogether. Saw some good throws from the freshman quarterback, Knutson. Great job blocking by some of those guys up front, and then the offensive line clearing the path. And, down on the 1 yard line when everybody knows you're running, if the running back goes in standing up untouched, then they're doing something right up front. So happy for those guys and a good drive by some of the backups here for the Ranger offense.
And now a freshman or a sophomore kicker. It's Amaya's younger brother.
Yeah, Trenton Amaya.
For the extra point. It's 49-0.
He's a lefty, though.
He is a left-footed kicker. So a bunch of Rangers who would be quote-unquote JV players or freshman players are on the sideline tonight getting some playing time in a state semifinal game.
Yeah, and again, happy for those guys. All the notoriety and stuff kind of goes to those, those starters and guys that are, but those guys have been practicing for 15 weeks too, not including two-a-days, and so and they practice their butt off, and so they're coming in and getting a chance to play in a state semifinal game and have success. It's a really good deal.
At 49-0, a good portion of this crowd is starting to head for the exits. Is the younger Amaya a freshman or a sophomore? Do we know?
I do not know.
Yeah, we had a question early. Did we learn? He is a sophomore, I'm told, and he'll kick it off into the wind. Low line drive, angling towards the sideline, and will go out of bounds as he underestimated the wind.
Yeah, tried to kick it cross field, something we hadn't done, and it kind of caught him by surprise, but that wind just kept shoving it out of bounds. So they're going to get the ball at 30 yards unless they make us re-kick it.
I would say they'll take it at the 30, wouldn't they?
Looks like they are. Offense is already out on the field, so
it would be kind of silly to do anything different, wouldn't it? At this point,
well,
3:38 to go. And they haven't had a
kicking into the wind.
They haven't had a return, of anything. This is their best start. Look at my drive chart. They had the ball to 29 once, was their best previous start.
Some other guys in there now. We got sophomore McGee at corner.
So they're moving it to the 35. I believe that's where, when it goes out of bounds, it's up to the 35.
Braxton Alexander, Cannon Day, Roberts, some other guys in there.
They'll bring some motion and give it to the fullback, who will get wrestled down by McGinnis. Tyler McGinnis.
Yeah, he's right there. Good job, him and McGinnis and Braxton Alexander both there arriving in the hole, holding to a short gain.
Justin Roberts out there along with Davis Kuhn. 2nd and 8. Montoya keeps it, gets drilled. Good tackle that time. That is Alexander, Braxton Alexander, the senior backup middle linebacker. Almost 40 tackles this season. That was another one.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by him. And I'm just so impressed by the whole defense. You get some other guys in there that maybe not have near as many reps as those guys, but I see guys flying downhill. I saw Vela flying downhill from a safety position to take the pitch man. Alexander, those guys coming, everybody doing their job, and there's not been a drop-off at all on either side of the ball when we got other guys coming in the game.
Kalunga and McGee at the corners. McGee did a nice job of turning the blocker back, and a bunch of Rangers get in there on the tackle. All kinds of Rangers all over the place. Ezekiel Devidos, one of the safeties.
Fourth and 6, they'll send out their punting unit. I imagine we'll be in just a safe, and Miller will fair catch the ball back there.
Punter moves up, takes the snap. Not a whole lot of pressure, although we got closer than usual. Fair catch made, and then dropped again by Miller. And I think they're going to have their best field position of the night as they'll be on their R25. PK Miller called for a fair catch, and then it got into his pads instead of his hands.
Yeah, that ball gets up in that wind, and especially when it's at, you always think of, man, it's hard to catch one into the wind when it's knuckling, but it's hard to catch it when it's with the wind too, because that ball just keeps carrying and carrying and carrying, and that time it hit off his chest, and they're going to get the ball and get this crowd back alive a little bit. First time they're kind of crossing midfield, so they're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line.
Best position of the night. They're at our 25. Our backup still in there.
Vela.
Short gain. Yeah, by the safety, Vela. Rylan Vela came up and made the stop after a gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7 at the 22. Montoya gets the play call from the sideline, runs it back.
Yeah, Vela was up on the line of scrimmage from a safety position because they're in that condensed set. Good job by him, laying a good pop right there.
Motion. They give it to the fullback. No, Montoya keeps it. He'll get a couple of yards before he crumbles down under the tackles of the Rangers. We've got a 45 out there, Brian, and I don't have a 45 on my roster.
Yeah, I was going to try to give him a shout out, but he must be
another young guy out there.
That came up. Sorry for number 45.
He's a defensive end, it looks like.
Yeah,
Roberts is at tackle. So 3rd and 5 from the 20. A little bit of motion. They give it to the fullback. Voids one tackler. Now comes to the sideline, and we push him out of bounds. Liam McGee pushes him out of bounds, but not until he has a first down at the 13 or 14-yard line. Let's see where they spot him at the 14. So they're sniffing the end zone.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is cool, though. I mean, obviously the game is in hand. It's 49-0. But, this crowd, there hadn't been a whole lot of people leave. It's still packed over here, and they're fired up, and they're cheering as if, this is the game-winning drive down here.
I'll tell you, the ones who left early, and some of them did, probably regretting that right now. Give it to the fullback straight up the middle. Roberts has a hold of him and brings him back, but he gets up to the 9-yard line, a gain of 5. And then coming out with the ball is McGinnis.
Yeah, it looked like the ball came out, but I guess they blew it. Forward progress was stopped, but definitely came out before he was on the ground. But
yeah, but he had gone backwards about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, so probably had been blown dead.
That's the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll keep it here as we have all night. The Rangers in hand, 49-0. The Chargers with their first offensive threat after the only Ranger turnover of the game. That our 15th of the season. Have they turned it over tonight?
I don't think so.
That's the first turnover of the game. Yes.
Yeah. Davila got an interception.
Yes, you're right.
Yep.
So 1 turnover apiece tonight in a 49-0 game with them threatening to score for the first time. Their team huddles up around their coach as they go out to start the 4th quarter with the ball, I believe, at the 9-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 5. The 4 is the yard line to go. Our referee, Mike Garcia. And by the way, our camera people of Jenna, Sam, and Fabian doing a remarkable job again tonight, especially with the wind and an end zone camera straight into that big scoreboard. So they have 2nd and 5 from the 9. They want to throw. They have a catch in the end zone. And that's their first score of the night.
And those fans are fired up, man. They're fired up.
That is the receiver, Jerry Gomez, I believe.
Hey, what? Quarterback took a chance there. He just kind of threw it up for grabs. I thought for sure that was going to be an interception, but kudos to that wide receiver coming back to the ball, and Brownsville Vets is on the board, and their fans are fired up.
Extra point to come. Reyna, the kicker, he's 54 of 57 this season. Make it 55 of 58, and it's 49-7 with 11:53 to go. So the mishandled punt gives them their first score of the game. 49-7. Rangers will receive this kickoff now, as they'll be kicking into the wind for the first time tonight. And the Rangers will have the win the rest of this game. Some different folks on the punt receiving. Some of the same, though. No, I'm sorry. A lot of the same. Kick is a line drive kick that goes over Day and then goes out of bounds. So the penalty will give the Rangers the ball in. It goes out of bounds at the 13, but we'll get it at the 30 or 35. Not sure which.
Yeah, and most of the time, if this was a normal game situation, Coach Hill would make them kick again probably, because, you know, our return game is such a big part of our game. But, you know, 49-7, let's just take the ball and get our drive started and get some more guys, some more reps here.
You think Knutson will be back out at quarterback?
I would think so.
Or maybe give Carvajal some snaps.
Looks like Knutson's back out there. Carval's out there too. He's at the fullback, tight end position. So we got, I think that's Devados at running back.
Yeah.
Or no, that's DeToto.
DeToto, yeah. We're going to throw it. Catch out on the edge and a good tackle. Probably one of the first good defensive plays we've seen. Hunter Dow made the catch. A gain of, well, almost 4, so still a good gain. A good throw by the quarterback again.
Yeah, good, nice catch and release. Again, that hitch route has been there all game, and even though their kid came down and made a good open field tackle, it's still a 4-yard gain on first down. So, and I'm sure you guys can hear it at home. These fans are fired up. Yep, chanting out defense. They're on the board for the first time. And
they believe. The receivers split either side. The fullback now on the right side. Knutson hands it off to DeToto, who's caught in the backfield, tries to get some yards, ends up losing about a yard, but he got back to the line of scrimmage almost by just sheer effort.
Yeah, so we got a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7. Be interesting to see if we let the freshman Knutson sling it a little bit.
Play clock at 20 as he comes back to the huddle with the play given to him by our offensive coordinator.
Got Camacho, and it looks like Hunter Dow out there again at wide receiver.
Yep, DeToto in the backfield. They threaten to blitz. They do. A delay handoff. DeToto bounces off a defender, spins, then goes forward and gets really close to a first down, but they might have stopped him about a half a yard shy. If he'd have been able to fall backwards, he would have got it, but they stuck him up, and it's 4th and about a half a yard. Will we punt for the first time tonight, or will we go for it? Looks like we're talking about going for it.
My guess would be we might do a hard count, see if we can get a free first down, and then if we don't get it, maybe take a timeout and then punt it. But you never know. We could just slam it up in there, see if we can get it.
So 4th and 1 from the 39.
Yep, should be a free play. They're not going to call offsides?
They didn't throw the flag. They did not. I thought for sure they were in the neutral zone.
They were. All right.
So Veterans Memorial will take over from our 39 as we turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a hard count, and they jumped off sides. I guess they say that they wasn't in the neutral zone, but Knutson thinking it's a free play. We're going to throw it up, and I'll tell you what, pretty good ball, just a little bit past the outstretched arms of Camacho there, but you can see the arm strength there from the young freshman. But nonetheless, Rangers turn it over on downs, and Vets is going to have the ball back. They got a new quarterback in there, number 9, Sergio Sosa, so I'm not sure whether they're getting other guys in or if Storm Montoya is banged up a little bit.
Sosa will keep it, pitch it late. That's trio. Braxton Alexander, along with Justin Roberts and several others, put up a pretty good lick on him.
Yeah, and it looked like a little bit, you could tell this quarterback is not, hadn't had as many reps. He almost bobbled it there on the first, fullback belly dive.
Right.
Bobbled it a little bit, and so the timing was kind of thrown off on the pitch.
Kind of a late short pitch,
yeah,
too.
Something to see. With this offense, it's just all about reps and feel and comfort, so it's interesting to see how he handles it when he comes in.
Sosa pitch. They're going to throw it with trio. Now he pulls it down. He's got some field on the opposite side. McGinnis chasing. McGinnis gets him out of bounds. A gain of a couple of, we'll call it 6 yards up to the 33. It'll still be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, good discipline play there from the sophomore corner, Liam McGee. They tried to do a toss, and then he was going to pass it. Receiver faked like he was blocking for a while, then tried to run up. McGee stayed on his man, and so there was nobody there. Pretty good job by Trio there just to realize, it wasn't there, and he scrambled a little bit and picked up some positive yards. But a good coverage and good discipline on the back end by the Ranger defense.
And good hustle by McGinnis to keep him from getting a long way. So Sosa under center. Motion this way. Hands it to the fullback. Does Sosa. Rangers are there. He gets a couple of yards, but he gets a yard to the 32. It'll be 4th down and 3. My guess is they'll go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
8:45 on a running 4th quarter clock. Offensive coordinator gives the play to Sosa, who goes back to the huddle. They break the huddle, and here we go. Sosa keeps it, turns upfield. Roberts has him, but I think he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, good effort by him. We had a couple arms wrapped around him, I think a yard or two short, and he kept his legs churning and picks up a 1st down.
He, like Montoya, is a junior. Sergio Sosa, the backup quarterback, back with another play. We'll go under 8 minutes to go before they snap this one. Surveys the defense. Motion coming near side. He wants to throw. Has a back corner, and that might be interference. Intended for their tight end, Tovar. Coverage on the play. Both the safety and corner were there, and they both made contact too early.
Yeah, we saw it all the way. Kalunga and Vela were both there. Ball just hung up in that wind for a long time, and so it created some contact, but it was really good coverage and really good recognition by those guys. But again, that ball just hung up for a long time, and when you're waiting for it that long, if you don't turn your head back around to find the ball, they're going to throw the flag every time. But they were in position, and good coverage and good recognition of the route there.
So the penalty moves it up to the 14, where it's 1st and 10, 7:47 left in the game. 1st and 10 from the Ranger 14. Ranger defense wants to hold them out of the end zone for sure. Late pitch, Trio into the end zone. And the still very loud crowd makes lots of noise celebrating another score. .741, the extra point kick.
Oh. I don't know how we didn't block that.
Oh, my. I thought
Alexander shot through the A gap, and it was almost like, holy cow, there's no one blocking me. And he jumps up, and
it goes right through him.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he missed it. And he's sitting there at the end of it, putting his hands on his head, and he's wondering the same thing. How the heck did that?
49-14 your score with 7:41 to go. Ranger offense will come out and see if they can put in a sustained drive and keep that clock running.
Yeah. I would be very, very, very surprised if they tried an onside kick here. I mean, it's kind of gentleman's agreement, you know, hey, like we've got our backups and stuff in, and so like trying to. So I mean, we're going to condense set right now to make sure they don't, but I would be surprised if they did.
Yeah,
kicking against the wind.
Day and Freund back about the 20 for the Rangers. Squib kick fielded by Day, who takes a knee at the 23.
Yeah, I know that we're not necessarily trying to pile it on right now, but there was a crease. There was a crease there. I'm sure Day was like, dang, I know coaches told me to fair catch or take a knee and stuff like that, but it was a good job of fielding. He fielded on one easy hop and could have at least got probably past the 40, maybe 45-yard line at worst if we fielded, but not what we wanted to do. So bringing some other guys back out there again and see if we can put together a couple first downs here.
Knutson's back at quarterback.
They still have their starters in on defense.
Dallas Clark at one receiver. Pigler, the running back. Bounce started right, bounces left, avoids or goes through the arm tackle of one guy, gets out to the 26. That'll be a gain of a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. He's saying, just give me a little bit of a hole and I'll get it for you.
Yeah, it was an impressive run all in itself. Pretty impressive 2-3 yard gain there. Nothing there on the front side. Bounces it all the way out the back door and shows some speed there and turned a negative play into a little bit of a positive, picking up 2.5, 3 yards there.
We've got some third-team offensive linemen out there now for the Rangers. Knutson. Little flip and a good read by them. Might have been Martinez, their middle linebacker, who made a big play and a big loss. Back to the 16 for the Rangers. 3rd and a long way to go. Game clock running, but it hasn't run much. 6:20 as it runs here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 18 unofficially. Well, maybe officially.
Oh, he fumbled it.
And they got it. So this score is going to look a whole lot closer than the game was because we keep giving them opportunities.
Yep.
So the ball at the 13. Here comes their starting offensive unit back onto the field. And the Rangers' 2nd and 3rd team defense. From the 13, let's get a stop. He wants to throw, looking for Gomez in the end zone and overthrows him. Good coverage on the play.
There's Vela, good
Vela.
coverage.
So clock stops at 5:55 in the game. 2nd down and 10 from the 13. Got to believe the starting defense is hollering out there and trying to encourage them as much as they can.
Yeah, no doubt.
These are guys that have practiced every day. They give it to the fullback, and he's got close to a first down as he's near the 5 at the 5. It'll be 3rd and maybe a couple of yards to go. I think that's Belamontes, the fullback, and that's a quarterback sneak. Gets a first down to the 1 before he gets pushed back, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 or 2 yard line for the Chargers.
Pretty good initial surge by their offensive line. Thought it was going to carry them into the end zone fairly easy, but a good job by the Rangers pushing the pile back. So 1st and goal, but that clock is running, so held them out of the end zone for a little while. Clock will go under 4 minutes, or under 5 minutes after this play is over.
So Sosa under center gets a push, and they have illegal procedure, so that'll go back 5 yards. Some size or some change on the defensive line as Roberts goes out. Ball will go back to the 7. I guess it was at the 2. Sosa gets his play and goes back to the huddle. 4:50 to go in the game, and the clock runs here in the second half. Sosa up under center. Gives it to the fullback. Defense stiffens up at the 4. So a couple yards. Clock continues to run. 2nd and goal. Ball looks like it's at the 4.
Yeah, good job. Fullback dive after initial push again. Good job by the Ranger defense making him go backwards. So, again, regardless of how this drive turns out, a couple good stands down here, taking some time off the clock.
Again, those are all starters on their side of the ball.
Correct.
Other than the quarterback.
On both sides, offense and defense. They got their starters out there.
So here's a pitch, Trio. He's got a blocker in front of him and angles to the end zone and gets in. It's their 3rd touchdown here in the second half. So they come on for the extra point, does Reyna. And it's up and good. So 49-21 is your score. (49-21).
Just 4 minutes and some change. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left. So again, Ranger offense needs to go out and put together a couple first downs and end this thing, and hopefully.
So we mishandle a punt, we turn it over on downs, and then we fumble, give them a short field 3 times, and their first team offense has scored 3 times. It really, really will look like a much better game than it was.
Yeah, and I mean that's fine,
And that's okay. Yes.
I mean, as long as we're hopping on the bus and going to Jerry World on Friday of next week, then I don't really care what the score is. So you just want to see the game finished out, be clean.
Yep.
If you're the Ranger coaching staff, you're more concerned with turnovers and little things like that as opposed to, anything else. But offense get a couple first downs here and
another squib kick. Fielded by Day. He's going to run it back and slides at the 35-yard line.
Good job by Day fielding the low squib knuckleball deal. Comes and gets about 6-7 yards and then slides down. So
from the 36 is where the Rangers will start. Let's get some first downs and put an end to this.
I agree.
Let's get win number 14. You don't say that very often, but this would be win number 14 for the Rangers. I think this is.
We still got the starters in.
Yeah, this is Carvajal at quarterback.
I think it's Knutson still.
Oh, you're right. Carvajal was right next to him, and I just misread. Pigler gets it and doesn't get much. Gets back to the line of scrimmage as they're fired up their starting defensive line and linebackers.
Yeah, and they're bringing all kinds of blitzes, knowing we're probably not going to throw the ball. So, they're bringing a bunch of pressure. And again, what we talked about a little bit last week, with we're playing A&M Consolidated. When they bring that much pressure, bring that much blitz. If you crease that first level, you're able to pick up a big chunk play. So we'll see if Peeler can bust one off here and kind of end the game with a couple first downs.
They basically got 9 guys in the box. Just throws it to the edge, too high. It's incomplete. intended for Dallas Clark. So it's 3rd and 9, 3:12 to go.
Yeah, just a little bit high on the hitch. You'd like to, we've been so successful at that all night, so you're thinking, let's just throw one out here, and, it's the extension of the run game and keep that clock moving. Unfortunately, we kind of threw it a little bit high there, so the clock does stop a little bit, but again, almost after this play, you would think to be under 3 minutes left in the game. So they're going to take a timeout here, kind of talk about this 3rd down a little bit.
Yep.
So the vets took a timeout. We did not.
Yep. So 3:12 left in the game. Rangers up 49-21. Again, let me thank our camera people, Jenna, Sam, and Fabian, who've done a marvelous job bringing you these pictures tonight. As we will sign off quickly when this is over. Next week, Friday night, 7 o'clock in Jerry World, the Rangers will play.
They'll play the winner of Aledo and Forney, and right now it's Aledo is winning that game 22-7. They started a little bit later. At 7:30, so they're just now starting the second half. So 22-7, Aledo is beating Forney right now. But regardless of the opponent, it'll be 7 p.m. next Friday.
Next Friday night.
AT&T Stadium.
There's still a bunch of guys in the box, but they're not as tight as they were. Pigler goes right, has a bit of the corner, but they come up and, well, now he bounces off of it. Does a great job of getting across the 40 to the 41 when he should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Caleb Pigler earning his money. And are we going to punt?
Yeah, we'll punt it away.
Yeah, and they'll take a timeout. Wonder why.
I don't know.
Give them more time on offense.
I don't know.
Now they've got to drive the length of the field, hopefully, with a good punt. So, 2:48, 4th and 5, ball on the 41. Again, I did mention when, a good handful, several dozens, I'd say close to 100 to 150 people left, but there's still a really good crowd here.
Yeah, they're going to, and to our credit, we keep talking about the Brownsville side. There's not a whole lot of Ranger fans that have left either. They want to see the celebration, and they want to see the culmination of hard work pay off and get to see them boys celebrate when the clock hits 0, knowing that they're going to the state championship game. So, still a good crowd here.
Is this
and
McGinnis to punt?
Looks like that's Day, Brody Day.
To punt?
Punting out.
Okay. So Brody Day will punt. Dudzikowski's is his primary blocker. The low line drive end over end kick will take a high bounce. Will he field it? He will, and then gets chopped down.
Camacho.
Good coverage. They've got the ball inside their 15 again.
Yeah, good punt by Day. Great coverage by Camacho. Got that end over end big bounce. Let him field it because of that big bounce, but Camacho's right there as soon as he catches it. Great tackle, and 2 minutes 40 seconds left. At least they got to drive the length of the field now. Last couple times we've gifted it to them.
Yes.
Inside the positive 30-yard line. So at least we're going to have to make them earn it this time if they're going to tack another one on here.
Hornsby's in at linebacker. Kalunga here at corner. This is a run and out of bounds. That's Sosa, the quarterback.
Now Leonardo, number 28, Jordan Leonardo. Good hustle from his linebacker position to knock him out.
Clock stops. 2:34 to go. They'll come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from their 34. Sosa to throw. Throws it to Tovar. Good coverage, incomplete. Hornsby on coverage.
Another sophomore there, Hornsby from his linebacker position. Tried to run a little spot route right there. Ball's a little high, bobbled it, and by the time he was trying to recover with the catch, Hornsby was right there on him and laid a good pop, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Clock stops again, 2:31. Sosa to the fullback. Got an initial surge. Then gets chopped down after a gain of about 7 or 8. That is that freshman of theirs, Maddox Bond. So 3rd and 2 from the 42. Clock running. It'll be nearly 2 minutes or less when they start this play. Sosa to the fullback, Bond. He'll have first down yardage. Wrestled down. Good job by number
That's 65. Gavin Rodriguez.
Rodriguez makes the tackle. The senior. That looked like it could have gone a lot farther if we don't wrap him up right there.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, they had initial crease there, but then we had a host of Rangers rallying around there. Good play by Gavin there to pick up first down, but didn't let him get any more than that.
Little motion going opposite. A late pitch. It's on the ground. That's Bond. Tracked down and brought down. A big loss. 6 or 7 on first down. It'll be 2nd and long. Game clock now under a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was, but we got pressure immediately on that option right in the quarterback's face. So it kind of caused an errant pitch there, a little bit wild because he didn't get to really fade into it like you're supposed to. So pitch was out in front. And then the Rangers were rallying for a big tackle for loss there. Loss of 7 on the play as we go under 1 minute here after this play.
Yes, indeed.
Rail.
He wants to throw. Intended receivers right here in front of us. It's incomplete.
Good coverage on the rail route by Vela. Good job passing it off, too.
Mark Samano, the intended receiver.
Ran a post rail, and Vela from his safety position saw it the whole way and was right in his hip pocket. So good coverage there with the incompletion. It'll bring up 3rd and 17, 58 seconds to go. Clock is stopped.
On the incomplete pass, so still 3rd and long. Be a tough one to pick up unless they throw the ball, in my opinion. Sosa wants to throw. Opposite side, gets a good block. Hornsby gets a hand on him. Now all kinds of Rangers in there will bring him down. A gain of about 8 to the 48-yard line. Clock running under 40 seconds to go now on 4th and about 8. They're going to go for it. Game clock under 35 seconds to go. Receiver either way. Motion. He wants to throw. He gets pressure and he gets sacked. On 4th down, that'll turn it over on downs, and the Rangers can take a knee. Cote.
Bennett Cote capping the thing off with a big sack right there, and 22 seconds left. All we got to do is send an offense victory formation out there, take a knee.
Amen to that.
And the Smithson Valley Rangers are going to go back to the state championship. Heck yeah, man.
For the 4th time on our 7th state semifinal appearance. It's been since 2008 since we'd been in a semifinal. It's been since 2004 since we were in the state final. But the Rangers will be there next Friday night. And they'll be happy to be there. A lot of hard work by players, coaches, staff, fans, parents, siblings. Lots of hard work by the Rangers of Smithson Valley.
It's been a heck of a year so far. We got one more to go.
Knutson comes out to take the Rangers' final snap of the night. I'm guessing he's going to take a knee, isn't he? He is, and that's the final play of the game.
Let's go.
So as the final 20 seconds counts down, the Rangers celebrate on the far sideline, spilling out onto the field. They'll shake hands, and the Rangers will move on to the state finals. And 7 o'clock next Friday night in Jerry World, the Rangers will be there against more than likely Aledo.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Dang sure be there.
I'll be there. Rangers advance at 14-1. They defeat the Chargers of Veterans Memorial out of Brownsville, 49-21. The Rangers held scoreless in the 4th quarter, but they still win it by a bunch. So for Sam, Fabian, and Jenna, for Brian, I'm Tony saying good night and God bless. The Rangers win it again, 49-21 on the Ranger Network.
Go Rangers.